Hey guys, do you ever stop and think about your life? Do you ever stop and think about what God thinks of what you're doing in your life? Do you ever stop and think about what your deceased loved ones and ancestors think about how you're living your life and treating people? That's something we should all care about. For one, it's family legacy to do with our deceased loved ones and ancestors. Two, how you live your life here on the planet will determine exactly where you will be destined to go. Now, I know there are some people who just don't care. They don't give a shit. And that's okay for them because that's something they're going to have to deal with at a later time. Do you want your ancestors and deceased loved ones in heaven to be proud of you? Or do you want them to be disgusted by how you're living your life? That's the question. Now, apparently, it's quite clear a lot of people on this planet don't give a shit what anybody thinks. Now, I don't give a shit what others on this planet think, but I do give a shit about what my ancestors and God thinks. The people of this planet, they have no say in my life. That's why I don't care what they think. And that's the cold hard facts. And even though there are a lot of them who try to control me, and still haven't yet to figure out that that's not going to happen, because I'm an alpha female. Two, I'm uncontrollable. I have been called a force to reckon with, especially if you cross or piss me off. But usually that's the only time. Or if someone tries to push something on me that I do not want. And pretty much that's control. Your ancestors can bless you, or they can make your life a living hell, depending on how they feel about you and how you're living your life, how you're treating people. If you want to build up blessings in heaven, I suggest you give a damn what they think up there. That's something you have to ask yourself. But if you live down here and you're toxic and you don't treat people right and you do mean things and you just don't do what you were put on this planet to do, there's not much hope in that. I'll be blunt with you. There's not much hope in that. What people think of you, up there, down here, your children, that's your legacy. How you live, how you treat people, that's your legacy. And that's what people are going to be talking about long after you're dead. And you know people always talk. Always talk, no matter what. As soon as someone dies, they say, yeah, well, she was either a good person or she was all out for herself and treated people mean and, just did what the hell she wanted. And that kind of reputation sticks around forever. Is that how you want others to think of you? That's a question you need to ask yourself. I don't want to leave behind a bad legacy. Yes, God and I may butt heads on certain subjects. That's bound to happen from time to time. But for 63 years, I did what was asked of me. And now I'm wanting to live the life I want to live because I know that's what will make me happy. And that's why him and I are butting heads, because he has other plans for me that I don't want. But that's my issue. What you need to ask yourself is, what's your legacy going to be? What are your children going to be saying about you? What is your family and friends going to be saying about you? What are your ancestors and all in heaven going to be saying about you? That's what you need to worry about. Because how you live your life here on earth, how you treat people, if you do the things you're supposed to do, that determines where you go. Not going to church, throwing money in the pot, saying a prayer. No. That's the easy way out. How you live your life, how you treat people, what you do for people, how you teach your children, all that factors in to your destiny, where you're going, your destination. Bet you didn't think that, did you? Now, when we pass, we go before the Life Review Council, and we're shown certain parts of our life where we mistreated people, where we were not kind to people, where we turned a blind eye and didn't help people. Things like that. Are you going to be proud of your life review? For how you lived your life and how you treated people, how you ignored certain people that needed help? How you didn't do what you were put here to do? Maybe you were a bad teacher to your children. I said maybe. Because you're going to have to face that when you get up there. And if it's not nice, you're probably going to have to come back and fix it. I don't know about you, but I don't want to come back. This cesspool of a planet is once around is enough for me, and apparently I've been here for quite a while because I have an old soul. And this soul is tired and ready to go. I don't want to have to come back and make amends to the wrongs that I've done. That's why I try to do them while I'm here on earth, if they're alive. If not, I can do that when I get to heaven. What about you? Have you made amends to everyone that you have wronged in any way? Whether you have screamed and yelled at them, whether you have said mean and hateful things to them, maybe you just fought with them all the time, maybe you ignored them when they needed your help. Whatever it may be. Whether you kindly, you cuss them out and put them down. Maybe you always got in a fist fight with them because they just irritated you the wrong way. There's not one person in this life that doesn't have to make amends. Whether that is apologizing, whether that is going and talking about the situation and making things better, healing the relationship. Now, I'm not saying get together with this person. I am not saying that. You can heal a relationship and still not be with them. Just like you can forgive them, but not be with them. That's your choices. But I'm going to suggest that if you have hurt anyone, physically hurt, emotionally or mentally hurt, verbally hurt, I suggest you make amends for it and get that off your slate and then ask God for forgiveness. Now, when I am wrong, I apologize. I am woman enough to do that, and I have the balls to do that. I just don't wear my balls between my legs. They're on my chest. And they're mighty big. Anyway, when I have accused people of something that they didn't do, I went to their face and I apologized, just like a woman should, or a man should. Because I have the guts to do that. Now, there are a couple people who left this planet before I got a chance to apologize to them. And I hope to make amends to them when I get to heaven. because they didn't deserve how I treated them. I treated them a little unfairly, but this is still back when I was toxic, and I am not that way anymore. I live with the regret. It eats my conscience alive. And it should. That proves you're human. That proves you have a conscience. That proves you give a damn. So make amends to all those you have hurt in your lifetime. Even if you just walk up and say, you know what? I remember what I did to you and that was unfair. I want to apologize and make things right. And stop doing that to people. And then ask God for forgiveness. Ask for these people's forgiveness. Now, some of them might give it to you and some might not. Just depends on the person, I guess. I might do a part 2 to this. I'm not sure just yet. This video is going to be make amends. So please like, share, subscribe, comment below, thumbs up. When you watch the video, at least thumbs up. It circulates the video out there to those who need the knowledge and can use it and are looking for it. And I and them, I am sure, will be very grateful if you like the video. Please come back and check out future content on this channel. And subscribe if you want to see future content. And be notified for it. Thank you. Have a great Memorial Day. Be safe. Be kind. Be loving. Bye.